everything.
Not
Rick.
like this, Ava. You're not taking your chances crossing the street. Kristina tried to kill you, and she couldn't make another attempt.
I can handle Kristina.
Oh, how? You didn't see this one coming.
But now I'm on guard. I didn't want it to come to this. After the accident last summer, I did my very best to steer clear of Kristina. I wanted us both to have a peaceful path forward, but she wouldn't have it. Not sending her to prison is the very last grace I will extend to her.
Oh, how generous. Especially when you're extorting millions from her mother.
Well, that's just business, Rick. I may despise Alexis, but I'm willing to work with her on a mutually beneficial transaction.
Just one?
Multiple transactions. Like a steady IV drip. You get some rest, okay? I'll let you know how it goes.
Be right here.
Come in. Hello, Alexis. We have a little business to attend to.
This is where you're not wanted.
You know, I don't give that much thought.
Ava, please, go away.
I think that you're gonna change your tune once you hear what I have to say.
I doubt it.
You can always make time to discuss Kristina's future. Can't you, Alexis?
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So we were talking about Kristina and Lucky in the last video and their conversations and how they agreed to keep this a secret, right? I'm glad that they went in that direction. You know, it's Team Kristina over here, bro. It's Team Kristina over here all day. But we need to talk about an interesting situation with Ava. Now, there was no reason for me to make a separate video about Ava and Rick agreeing to keep the Kristina thing a secret because Ava felt like she had an advantage, right? She felt like she could use this instead of Rick calling the police to take down Kristina. And basically what Ava was saying was like, is Kristina going to jail really going to help anybody? You know what I'm saying? So, like, and it really wasn't. Like, I look at the situation, it really wasn't going to help anybody. Even though she did try to kill somebody, it really ain't going to help anybody at the end of the day. So I do agree with Ava on that. So Ava decided to use the situation and use it to her advantage. So what Ava smartened up and decided to do was she was like, okay, let's do this instead. She thought about her financial situation and how she could have got that money from the estate and how Alexis has been stubborn to give that money away. So she thought about it and said, hey, let me go get another visit to Alexis and let me see if I can change Alexis's mind. Because now that she has the information officially that Kristina tried to kill her, that she could come to Alexis and blackmail her. And so she definitely went over there late in the episode. So we'll have to hear how that conversation goes in the next episode tomorrow. But Ava did go over there, and she is going to tell Alexis, and this is going to be the first time Alexis is going to find out that Kristina tried to kill anybody. So we're going to have to hear how that conversation goes between the two, and we're going to have to see how Alexis handles this. Does she want to handle this through the law, or is she going to keep this thing a secret? Now, remember, Alexis did this shit before. Alexis killed Kiefer, and nobody's found out for the longest period of time. You know, Jason knows about it, but nobody else really knows. So this is 15 years later too, because that episode happened, and it's crazy because it happened around the same time. It happened on. So I looked it up when I was watching it on YouTube and stuff, like the weekend before. It was April 6, 2010 is when that kill happened. So that was literally 2 days ago, 15 years ago. That's crazy that secret has been held for 15 years. And this is why I was telling y'all, like, Kristina could easily get away with this. You know, nobody, she don't got to go down for this in the law or nothing like that. Because like I said, unless, like, here's my whole thing with why Kristina should never be found out about it, right? If she's going to become a mob princess anyways, like a lot of us see that she's going to end up becoming, then what's the point when she's going to be having thousands of crimes that she's going to be getting away with anyways? What's the point of anybody finding out about this one? You know what I mean? I was like, you might as well start covering her crimes now anyways if you're going to go in that direction. So it'd be different if this was going to be the only time on the show that Kristina was really going to do something bad. You know, then it'd probably make sense for her to go to jail. But then you also got to look at the timing. Look at Sam's death. You know, they're dealing with that. And Alexis was so happy to have her sisters finally make peace with each other, right? So that was the other thing that was crazy about this. You know what I'm saying? Molly and Kristina made peace the episode before yesterday. So it was just a crazy situation. And now Alexis has to deal with this. You know what I mean? I think, personally, just my prediction on this, I think Alexis is going to go along with it because I think she's probably going to look at it from a legal stance that the only good thing, and like I said, there's still an open thing for the police here because I think Anna's supposed to be investigating this. I think that was one of the spoilers that I heard that was happening later this week. But that's the only thing. But the car was towed though, and the evidence is gone. So I'm wondering if, even from a legal standpoint, if they'll be able to get Kristina on anything anyways. It'll be hearsay, she said hearsay. Even though enough people know about it now. You know, Ava knows about it, Lucky knows about it, Rick knows about it, Alexis will know about it. I don't know if anybody else will find out about it, but and it sounds like Kristina might actually come to her father about it too tomorrow, which is interesting. So we're going to have to talk about that in tomorrow's episode too. I hope I get a chance to cover Wednesday's episode because I will be busy tomorrow. I hope I get a chance to cover it, man. But we'll see. But anyways, it's an interesting situation. And you know what the thing is? I can't blame Ava for doing this. I can't. I mean, if you feel like you finally got something to finally get this. But you know what? At the same time, Ava, you had a chance to get the money with Sonny, though. You had a chance then. So I don't feel all the way sorry for Ava, but I will say this, though. You know, when it comes to Alexis, let's see how this works. Alexis might just bend over and do it. Because at the end of the day, there's no one. Look, she's gonna protect her daughters. Like that's what she did with Kiefer. So we know at the end of the day, Alexis will go to no ends to protect her daughters, bro. So I could see her accepting this. Bro. And that'll be the end of this, man. But we'll see though, because like I said, Anna's the only other holdup. Seeing if she finds anything on this, man. But damn, they could throw a monkey wrench into that shit with the whole. They could connect this with the whole Emma thing and make sure that Anna keeps her mouth shut. Because I still want to know what's going on with that situation too. I did a video with the sneak peek on that with Brennan, and he knows. Now he's involved in that Emma situation. I told y'all I felt like he was gonna be. Hey, look, man, y'all gotta listen to your boy, bro. Your boy be knowing, bro. Your boy be predicting stuff, right? I've been watching shows for too long. I know what directions they're gonna go in on these swerves, bro. You know, I know what direction they're gonna go in. So I'm not shocked at all, bro. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. But go ahead and give me y'all thoughts on this, man. This is crazy, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Afternoons, like, make sure y'all watch my other videos that I covered with Kristina in this episode. See y'all tomorrow.